Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing a spirit guide message reading for you. Now, this reading is, of course, undated because whenever you come across it is the exact right time and the time where your spirit guide wants you to have this message. If this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. So let's see now, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what your spirit guide has to say for you. Actually, let's move your Witchling cards and your Fairy Guidance cards to the side, and then put your extra question cards behind. Can you see that? Okay, cool. Now let's see here, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, your Spirit Guide message. Spirit Guide's message for Scorpio. 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 Okay, that's where we're going to stop. At the heart of everything, Scorpio, is the King of Fire. This is the King of Wands, okay? And now why I chose these cards, these are the Angel Guidance cards. Well, Angel Guidance. These are the Angel Tarot cards, is because of the writing on the bottom. I believe that gives you a stronger connection to exactly the way Spirit wants their message to be presented to you. Your Spirit Guide wants their message to be presented to you. So we start with the King of Fire. You are then crowned by Renewal, the Judgment card in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Then we have the Six of Air, the Chariot, the World at your root, the Five of Air, the Five of Swords, the Three of Fire, the Three of Wands, the Four of Earth, the Five of Water, and the Four of Water, the Four of Cups. So the Five of Cups and then the Four of Cups, I like that progression here. Put these over to the side. Let's just see. Let's move these over just a bit for you guys so you can see everything a bit more easily. Okay, brilliant. Then let's do your Fairy Guidance cards. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Spirit Guide's message for Scorpio. Spirit Guide's message for Scorpio. Spirit Guide's message for Scorpio. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, right here. Spirit, your Spirit Guides are right there with you. And clarity, clarity of mind, clarity of insight. Your Spirit Guide will be bringing you clarity, but there's also a sense here of embracing your own personal passion of watching the world be renewed, be discovered the way that you want it to be. Meaning, okay, what your Spirit Guide is saying is that you want something more. You want something more from the humdrum of your life. You want something more from what you're working towards, what you expect, what you desire. There's a desire for more here. There's a desire to move further, to go after your dreams, to really be accomplishing what it is that you want. And what I'm seeing is that a gift will be handed to you that you hadn't expected, and it is going to open doors, but it's not going to be like the front door is open for you and they're like, Scorpio, come in. It is going to be kind of like a back door, a side alley kind of thing, a little sketchy, where you're going to look at it and be like, can I achieve my goals by taking a totally different route? Or this isn't what I expected. Why am I even heading this way? And that's going to actually be the way where you start to see things, where you start to see you falling in alignment with who you are, where you want to be, what you're discovering about yourself. It's actually going to be a really powerful time. So what your Spirit Guide is saying really rather distinctly here, Scorpio, is kind of take that chance. Go after what it is that you desire. Now, I'm not telling you to quit your job or run away, join the circus, anything like that. I am saying here that your Spirit Guides are showing me, Scorpio, that there is a different route that you're taking. You're taking the road less traveled. You're walking through the door that everybody else isn't walking through. Your story is going to be a unique story, and that's something that's really quite brilliant. So you're not going to be doing what everybody else is doing. So don't get mad at yourself where you sit there and you're like, why aren't I like everybody else? Or why isn't, this all working out the way it is for everybody else? Is because you're not like them, and it's not supposed to work out that way. Okay? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Scorpio, Spirit Guide message for Scorpio. Spirit guides message for Scorpio. Spirit guides message for Scorpio. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Fantastic. The first one here, wish, a soul's wish being granted, your soul's wish being heard. And then communication. Communication is going to be very important. The way you communicate what you desire, the way you look at what it is that you truly want, and the way that you want to move forward. So let's start here with wish. And this says, a wish motivates the heart's desire, keeping hope and faith alive. You're motivated through your heart's desire. And this is what keeps you going. There are going to be times where you think of giving up on your wish, and you sit there and you say, you know what, I can't. I want you to know that in those moments where you say that I can't, Spirit is going to smack you upside the head. Your spirit guide is going to throw hardships, difficulties, apprehensions, fears in your path to make you look at where you are and say, can I really bear doing this all the time? So know that when you're about to give up, something is going to come that makes where you are seem unbearable. Okay? And it can be something happening at work. It can be, it can be something little where you just think, oh my gosh, that's the thing that really bothers me the most. It doesn't have to be that everybody else understands. A lot of times most people won't. Okay? Or you've just put up with so much. And then everybody around you is saying, Scorpio, why the heck are you still there? Why are you still putting up with this? Now you're going to see yourself moving forward. Okay? That's going to be the point where you say, you know what, enough is enough. And it's going to be a game changer. The color that shines through here is blue. That's healing and cleansing your throat chakra, which leads right to communication. You see that? Okay, cool. This says effective communication builds a deep bond grounded in common trust and understanding. Communication is going to be very important. There can also be hiccups with communications, kind of reading too much into things, because you're going to be so passionate that know that it can come off to other people passionate and also emotionally invested in things. So it can be misread by other people because they're not using their brain power and their gifts in the same way that you are. So you're going to be a little bit hard to read. So know that there can be some mishaps, there can be some run-ins when it comes to that truth. Now, the color that shines through here is green. That's healing and cleansing your heart chakra. That's going to be so important because you're actually going to find, and your spirit guide is saying that you're going to speak mostly with your heart. All right, so intuitively, you're going to be on point when it comes to things, when it comes to what you want, where you want to be, what your heart desires. Then we move to spirit. I love that in a spirit guide reading, you have spirit just showing up with her arms wide open to you. Your spirit guide is right there with you, arms open, saying, I'm here, please see me. I am talking to you. The communication between you and your spirit guide is going to be real. Now, whether you're going to fully understand it when it happens or be kind of like, sit there and doubt it and think, oh my gosh, this can't be true. I can't be getting insights this way. That's completely up to you and where you are on your journey. But know here that if you open your heart and open yourself up, you're going to see that spirit talks to you. Your spirit guides talks to you in a way that you hadn't anticipated. But first, it starts with feelings until you get tuned in. And then it will lead to kind of like having a Jiminy Cricket on your shoulder, like your conscience being your guide, is going to move you forward to the place that you want to be, the place that you need to be, body, mind, and spirit. And as you build this connection with spirit, it's kind of like building a connection with a friend. When you first meet the person, you are not able to read each other's thoughts. You don't know what the other person likes or what they don't like or where they're coming from. But this is going to be like a really close, really tight friendship that you are creating with spirit. You're actually going to wind up being like one of those couples that doesn't have to say anything and the other one already, knows what to do, or they kind of read each other's minds. That's where you're going to be with spirit, because this is going to be one of the best relationships you were ever in. All right? Between you and your spirit guide. And your spirit guide is saying right now, I want to be that close to you. I want to be there for you to listen to, for you to, lean on, and for you to always know that you have a friend. Clarity. A mind of clarity is a mind of action. Clear your mind of the negativity. Clear your mind of what everybody else expects of you. And now it's time to focus on what you want, how you want to move forward, what you desire, what you need. Because at the heart of everything here is the King of Fire. This says motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Sorry, this font is a little bit hard to read. Advice from someone creative. And I actually see the advice from someone creative as being advice from your spirit guide, moving you forward. It can also be somebody else where you have creative ambition guiding you, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic is going to be kind of the way people describe you at this time. They see that you're looking for something greater, something more. But what's going to happen and what's going to be kind of what trips you up is the Five of Waters, where it says things not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in the situation, crying over spilt milk. With the Five of Waters, this is very much saying that there is a sense here of looking at a situation in the negative instead of the positive, looking at all the ways that you've messed up, all the ways, and you're going to blame it on yourself. Okay, you can blame it on other people too, but I see for the majority of you Scorpios and what your spirit guide is saying is that you're going to actually internalize everything and say, yes, Todd, and I'm just pulling a name out of a hat here, messed up, but it was really my fault because I should have been watching. I should have been looking at this more. You're going to be looking at things like that. So know here, it's change your mind, change your life, change your focus, change what you've desired, and you are going to see that you really start to open up to the changes around you, but you start to open up to the positive, to letting the positive in, to letting your desire in, and that moves you forward in joy, in power, in delight of self. Right? Change your mind, change your life, and embrace your creative force as you move forward. Then you are crowned with renewal, which is the judgment card in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And this says, renew and evaluate. A favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. You're looking at things differently. You are looking at what you want. It's a favorable assessment of what you desire, of where you want to be, and how you want to move forward. But you need to look at the facts of things. You need to look at where you want to be, at what you desire. Because for a lot of you Scorpios, even though you never forget about what you want, there is a sense here of you putting yourself last, of you saying, okay, I'll get there when I'll be happy, when I just need this paycheck to go through, I just need this to be discovered or that to be discovered. And then here, like this truth to be discovered, or for me to be on this path, there's some sort of thing that you're looking for. It's almost like a mystery that's out there. Yeah, Spirit is showing me blindfolded. So showing me, people with blindfolds on. So what I'm seeing is that there's something that you're not seeing here. And the judgment is saying that as you move forward, as you go after what it is that you want, as you are looking at things through a renewed way of envisioning it, through new eyes, through new concepts, you see yourself moving forward. And that's really going to be an empowering understanding for you, because then we have the Four of Earth. And this says, being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. You're going to need to give to those less fortunate. You're going to feel pulled to help people, even if it's just, holding the door open when you go into a cafe or something like that. But here, there is also a sense with the Four of Pentacles of giving your energy to people in a way that isn't good for you. Okay? You're going to be focusing on something, but it's because you're going to sit there and think, this is really important. And that's because spiritually, you're kind of being bamboozled, because you're looking at what it is that needs to be focused on here, like what you think needs to be done, right? And this is where your energy is going to be. But where it really needs to be on the person who is emotionally draining you. All right, to the situation that is bringing you down, that is making you doubt yourself, that is making you feel overwhelmed, okay, that is bringing apprehensions and fears and doubts. So there is going to be something here, and your renewal is going to let you see it as you are moving forward. It's going to let you see that you're focusing on something where you feel you have the control, where you feel you have the power, but it's not actually going to be the main issue. Okay, so just know that your spirit guide is saying that is going to be very important for you. Then at your root, we have the World. And this says, a job well done, joy, commitment, and gratitude, a path towards enlightenment and contentment. So here, the world is opening up to you. You are seeing new possibilities, new outcomes, new joys. But then we have the Four of Waters, the Four of Cups, missing an opportunity, disconnect, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. There is something here that isn't being seen, right? As the world is opening up to you, as joys and possibilities and endless options are coming your way, there is going to be something, Scorpio, where you're not seeing a path that needs to be taken. As I said in the beginning of this reading, this is all about taking the path less traveled. You're going to be going through kind of the side door. You're going to be digging the tunnel underneath to get to where it is that you want to be. Everybody else goes a certain path, or most people go a certain path. But not everybody does, and not everybody who succeeds has to do what everybody else does. So here it is you taking a different path. It is you opening a different door. It is you, looking at a situation in a way that other people aren't looking at it. And you're going to see this as a negative, but your spirit guide is saying that it is the most positive thing that you could possibly do here, Scorpio. Because it is not only going to set you apart, which you are also very good at being a Scorpio. You're very good at kind of being different than everybody else. But it's also going to give you a sense of pride, of power, of possibilities, right? And what I'm seeing here is that every blessing that is given to you, there is a fear here in the clarifying cards. There's a fear that wants to hold you back, that says, don't give too much, don't walk too proud, don't think things can't be bought, right? And you know that, Scorpio. But your spirit guide is saying here that as you're moving forward, as the doors are opening to you, okay, because you have at your crown, your heart, and your roots, you have very powerful cards. And they are clarified with very powerful cards, yes, but also cards that aren't as happy and all-encompassing. So for every blessing that you're going to get, there's going to be a doubt that comes with it. It's going to be, can I keep it up? Or can I keep moving this way? Am I going to, break a cycle that I have been in for so long? Do I have the power to move forward? Can I see the blessing that I want? Or can I see myself living the life that I want, having the joy that I desire? Is the passion within your heart enough to move you forward, to change the outlook on things, to change the way that you're looking at situations? And are you being renewed with power, vitality, and vigor as you hold on to things? Okay? Because here, when you hold on to the wrong things, right, the renewal isn't going to come. With the 5 of air, this is the 5 of swords, okay? And the 5 unicorns right there. That's so pretty. And this says, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Review everyone's motives. The motives of other people are going to be very important because they're not going to be like your motives. As I said before, you're taking a different path. You're walking a different way. You're not like everybody else. And that can be very hurtful. It really can be. It's going to have you focusing on things, again, that you feel you can control, but that aren't really in your control, all right? And it's going to be taking you away from kind of emotional, vampiric energy here, because you're going to be focusing on this. It's kind of like, a sleight of hand movement. You're focusing on something else when really the important thing isn't being focused on. And that's what this 5 of airs is saying. It says, an unwise choice. Yes, an unwise choice to separate your energy that way, all right? Learn what you can from the situation. Everybody messes up. Everybody falls down. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody, has decisions that they've made that they're not proud of, all right? And the thing is, and the way people succeed is that they don't let these decisions that are mistakes, these heartbreaks, these pains, these hurts, they don't let them define them. They say, okay, I've learned, and now it's time to move on. And that's what you're going to be doing. You are moving towards something great. And that brings you to the Chariot. So here you have oh my gosh, what the heck's going on here? You feel like either internally, mentally, you've made a wrong choice, or externally with something, you've made the wrong choice. But with the Chariot, you are not kept down. You are not held back. The Chariot says an important achievement, self-discipline, and willpower, public recognition. All right, people are going to be seeing you. Now, this is also a Cancer energy, a time frame of June 21st to July 22nd. People are going to be seeing you. People are going to be taking note of you as you fly forward, as you go after what you desire, as you look at what you want, okay, as you spread your wings. And there's a sense of a balance of the dark and the light. And Scorpio, that's where you live. You live in the balance of the dark and the light. You technically live more in shadows, okay? You see the mysterious of things. You are drawn towards the mysterious of things. But the light is also going to be something that has a very powerful pull for you. The truth of it. You like to see the spotlight of people. You like to see the truths that other people ignore. All right? And that's where your power is coming in here. Cancer is a water sign energy, just like you. All right? So your emotions are going to be on point. And that's the way that Spirit is talking to you, is communicating with you through your emotions, through your wishes, through your heart's desire. You're going to be moving forward. As you move forward, there are going to be times where you're like, what the heck am I doing with the 5 of waters and the 4 of waters? Okay? You're just going to think, oh my gosh, I'm messing up, nothing is right, and you're not going to see the blessing coming your way. Spirit is telling you to trust. Trust them. Trust your spirit guides that they know what they're doing. Trust that you are being led to the proper place for you and to the proper power. Because with the 3 of fires, it says, abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. It's kind of like the long hunt, right? You're not looking here for instant gratification. You're not looking for, things to turn out instantaneously perfect, right? Well, you can be. I mean, wouldn't that be nice? Everything works out wonderfully starting tomorrow onward. But here, it is looking at the bigger picture, and that's what your spirit guide is doing. Your spirit guide is looking at the bigger picture and saying, you know what, Scorpio, I got this. I am planning for you. This does not mean you say, okay, my spirit guide is planning for me. I can just sit back on my couch, relax, eat chips, watch TV. I don't have to do anything. No, this means that when you get this feeling inside of you, like, oh, no, don't apply for that job, apply for this job. Or don't walk down that street, walk down this street. Listen to it. Because you're going to see that, and not the dark, scary street. I want to make that clear. If you're walking and it's daylight and everything's safe and you walk down a different street, that's perfectly fine, but not like the side alleyway where you can be, hurt or anything like that. That's not what I'm talking about. Just wanted to make that clear here. Spirit was like, just clarify that. So here, this is you moving forward. This is you listening to that inner voice. And Spirit is saying, I have great plans for you. If we work together, we can be an unstoppable team. And that's just it. If you work with your spirit guide, you can have an unstoppable team because this truth is guiding you forward. Now, you're going to be, this is going to be your greatest ally. And it's just through connecting with your intuition. All right? Here, you have the 6 of air. So the 3 of fire, the 3 of wands leads to the 6 of swords. And this says, things are looking up. The end of difficult situations. Take a trip. Things are looking up. Things are changing. You're planning. You're looking at long-term things. Then you have here your energy being stifled away in a way that you don't want it to be. Okay, you can be too frivolous, or you can be holding on to your money too much, right? In a hopes to make up for the energy that you feel is lost, for the sorrow that you have. For some of you Scorpios, there's going to be a sorrow that you have that can't be kind of, your finger can't be put on it. The repeat of the number 4 here is telling me to tell you to take care of yourself, to look at what you need, to look at what you desire, and take care of who it is that you are internally. Your body, mind, and spirit. And then the repeat of the number 5 is talking about freedom. It's talking about setting yourself free. It's talking about moving yourself forward. It's talking about gaining a sense of individuality and knowing that your wings are going to take you far, or knowing that your wings are strong, all right? That you can fly to unimaginable heights as you move forward. But with the 3 of fire and the 6 of air, you're going to find that there's a voyage coming for you. Now, it might not be an actual voyage. It can be for some of you Scorpios that you're being told to, push out of your comfort zone, to go after what you desire, to kind of leave the house and go and have fun, right? Or leave work and go and have fun. Not, of course, while you're supposed to be at work, but here, there's just a sense of enjoying your life and going after what you desire and not letting hardships and pains and disappointments define you, because that's been for too long. That's been for too long, Scorpio. And your spirit guide is saying, kind of take that chance on you, and you are going to see things move forward in a beautiful direction. So how does Scorpio take that chance on them? How does Scorpio take that chance on them and move forward in positivity and brilliance? How does Scorpio take that chance on them and move forward in positivity and brilliance? How does Scorpio take that chance on them and move forward in positivity and brilliance? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. And these are the Goddess Tarot cards. And we start off with the Star. Now, this is an Aquarius energy, right? A time frame of January 20th to February 18th, right? But it's also your soul's wish being heard. And we see that here with your very first Witchling card was wish. So here, it's following what you desire. It's holding the moon in your hands. It's knowing what you want. And even if you say, Dane, I don't know what I want, when you wish upon a star, when you see a shooting star, when you are just in your quiet moments, what do you wish for? What do you want? Even if it sounds absolutely like silly, what do you want? Then we have here, we have here tradition, all right? This is the Hierophant. Tradition is yours. Follow your truth. Follow your desires. Know what it is that you want. You have 2 major arcana cards here. Do not redefine yourself for anybody else. If they don't like you, you know what? That's fine. There are how many billions of people in this world? So some don't like you. Move on. I say that rather self-assuredly, but, it eats you up inside when people don't like you, when people sit there and criticize you. But know that you are following your truth, and you cannot follow theirs. You just cannot. Then you have the Ace of Pentacles. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of prosperity, handing you a gift of abundance. Take it. You have the 4 of Pentacles. Again, okay, the repeat of the number 4. But the 4 of Pentacles showing up twice, the 4 of Earth. There's a sense here of prosperity. Here I see this as a very calm card with the way it is depicted. Right? But know you are holding on here to a prosperity. The other ones are coming forward. Don't hold on too tightly. Right? And they're also acting like a guard around her. Do not use prosperity as a weapon, and be careful for those around you who use prosperity as a weapon. Okay? Use their money as a weapon. Or at your job, if people are saying like, oh, fine, worried about a paycheck or anything like that. People who use prosperity as a weapon, be very mindful of that. Okay? Then we have the Sun card. Joy, happiness, success, abundance. How do you walk in your truth? You say, this is who I am. And every single day you make a choice to say, this is who I am, this is what I desire, this is what I want. And through, again, not hurting anybody, living in kindness, living in your truth, living in your faith, okay? You are going to find that blessings come over you. Now, with the Sun card, do know that people get jealous. When you have yourself shining bright, okay? When you raise your energy vibration to a place where most of the world does not vibrate on the same plane as you, where they look at you and they say, what the heck are you talking about? They don't even understand you. Know that it can be lonely at times, but it's also going to be beautiful. Your subconscious message is the Ace of Wands. This is God's Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of new beginning and passion. You take it at the heart of the main reading. But here, the gifts aren't quite being taken yet, okay? They're being looked at, they're being understood. You are embracing them. And they're going to permeate every action that you do, okay? These blessings that are coming towards you. But they're not defining you in the way that you had thought they would, okay? These are gifts that will be taken over time, but that come through embracing your truth, embracing where you stand, embracing what you desire. The subconscious message for this reading is the Page of Air, the Page of Swords. This is an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, you have a strong Aquarius presence in this reading. And this says, logical, honest, impulsive, curious, challenging informations, right? Delays or changes in plans. Truth delivered without tact. So be careful for truth delivered without tact. Be careful for people, then that's why communication was important. Okay? Be careful for people's words not being as kind or as polite as they should be. All right? Also be mindful that you are going to be challenging situations. Now, this could be challenging situations like you are in challenging situations, but I actually see this for you, Scorpio, as you challenging the situations. You sitting there and saying, but why? Kind of like that little kid that goes, but why? Why do I have to do this? I remember I was at a restaurant once, and this father came in, and he was getting takeaway with his daughter, and they gave her a lollipop, and he said to her, now, remember, you can't walk and eat a lollipop at the same time. And she looked at him. She had to be about 6 years old or 7 years old. She looked at him like he had grown 18 million heads. And she said, yes, Daddy, I can. Watch. She put the lollipop in her mouth, and she took like 3 exaggerated steps. And I thought, that's just brilliant. I mean, that child right there, I thought she was going places. And that's what I'm seeing here with you. That's the image that Spirit gave me. You're going to say, yes, I can. Like somebody's going to say to you, no, you can't do this. And you're going to challenge their logic and then prove to them that you can. All right? So here, this is part of your truth. This is part of your power. Know that you have this air sign around you, okay? This logic, this understanding around you. You need things to not only be proven emotionally because you are a Scorpio, you come from the heart, all right? But logically, it needs to be with you. And also here with the King of Fire at your heart right here, you are also going to need things proven to you passionately. It's going to need to resonate with you, body, mind, and spirit. Very much so here. All right? And that's where listening to your spirit guide is going to be so intoxicatingly powerful for you, because they are going to show you, and you are going to be guided in a way that has you taking different turns and different twists along the way, but has you moving in such power and such truth that that you just sit there and you just smile. You're just like, wow, okay, I got this. I got this, because you are part of a dynamic team. Yeah. All right, Scorpio, I hope this reading has resonated with you. It was an honor and a privilege to be able to bring it to you from Spirit. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness, and may harmony always be with you. Bye.